versus Wei Wei from Taipei. Table number 5. You know her voice. It's Raymond and April Larson of the USA. On table number 6, from down under, from Australia, it's Bean Hung against Taipei's Shin Mei Lu. On table number 7, from Taipei, it's Wang Lin Wang, and from Portugal, Sarah Rocha. And in the far corner, from Argentina, it's Soledad Ayala versus Japan's Samiya Konishi. All players can lay. Good luck.
And good morning and happy Independence Day. Welcome to the ONEIDA 8-Ball World Championships, presented by Olhausen, Peach Hour, the ONEIDA Casino and Hotel. This event produced by the WPBA, sanctioned by the WPA, and brought to you in broadcast by X-Pool. We have some great matches on lineup for you this morning, and I'm super excited to be able to call this one. It is a battle of the young Americans. It's Kennedy Meyman and Sofia Mast. And Sofia gets the first break, breaks dry, and Kennedy's going to come to the table. This is a B-side match, so the winner will advance, and the loser, unfortunately, will be going home. Thank you guys for joining us all over so many different countries watching, so many different platforms to watch on, Amazon Prime Video, YouTube, and Billiard TV. My name is Stephen Wyatt, and I get the pleasure of calling this and talking you through all the action on this beautiful Independence Day. Hope you guys are having fun wherever you're at, and we appreciate you joining us. As Kennedy goes to work on the stripes here. And her biggest issue, in my opinion, is that 15 ball. She needs a good bump here. I think it'll be okay because she still has a backup. I believe the 10 ball is seeable, cuttable. I believe she can also make the 12. I'm not sure if she can make the 15 or the 11 from here. We will find out. A 9 ball is in a little bit of a spot. It looks as though she's calling the 11, so it must go past. There it is. She's going to set herself up on the 10 ball. She came up just a little short. That's okay because she has other options. And still going to need to work out this tin ball because I don't think she has a good shot on it here yet. I'm not even sure she has a great shot on the 15. Oh, and she did attempt it. And she's blocked up one of Sofia's balls. So this rack's going to get a little bit interesting here because there's work to be done. Nice breakout shot there. And if you are just joining us, if this is the first time that you've caught us on the stream, well, you've missed some great matches, but there's some great matches coming up. The bracket can be found on digitalpool.com. And if you are watching on YouTube, that link has been posted into the chat box. You can go check it out right now and see all the scores from around the arena. Lots of great matches happening around the arena. The 1 o'clock round is absolutely stacked. You can actually go and see what all will be being played. And we're in for an absolute treat for our next round. It's the 1 o'clock round, and it's one half of the killer fillers. It's Pia Filler and Sosoa that will match up against each other in the winner's side. Once again, that's our next match, but we still have a big one here. And if you take a look at that live score box on Digital Pool, you'll see that there are 4 matches being played right now that are being live streamed. Obviously, this one, our feature table. We do have a second feature table with commentary. That match is Ashley Benoit and Caroline Powell. And then we have 2 tables with no commentary, Savannah Easton and Wei Wei from Taipei, as well as Maria Garcia and Chihiro Kawahara playing on table 3. 4 other tables going as well. No streams for those. But if you'd like to know how that's going, we will take a look at it. It is very early. Not many games on the board, except for this one. Sofia Mast taking down rack number 1 against the smooth criminal Kennedy Meyman. As you see there, Lonnie Fox Raymond and April Larson just finished their first game, as well as Caroline Powell and Ashley Benoit. The other 4 matches, obviously LFR and the grinder April Larson. You have Bean Hung and Shinmei Liu. You have Wanli Wong and Sarah Rocha, and Soledad Ayala and Samiya Konishi, all playing in this 11 o'clock round. This is a invite-only tournament. 64 of the best players received an invite. And here we go, rack number 2. Sofia's break on her last game was dry. And Kennedy trying to play that head-on break and make one of those balls into the side pocket. That seems to be the strategy that a lot of the ladies have been using. When you look at players who have done it the best, 2 names jump out in my head, and that is Cheska Centeno and Christina Tkach. Both players making great shots, great break shots. Sofia really working through this rack pretty well. My apologies, guys. I had to look away for just a moment. And now we're back to the table. And Kennedy with an opportunity to steal a game from Sofia. Well, I guess in this case it would be stealing it back. She does have a little bit of work to do on the side of the table over there with the 12 and 11. The good news is the 12 easily passes into the side, which will open up the 11 ball. So no real issues there. Really good play there. Really nice play. And Kennedy's going to take down game number 2. It's all tied up. And once again, I appreciate you guys hanging out in our YouTube chat. Just a reminder, please be respectful to our players. You will no longer be welcome. We're all here to have a good time. It is Independence Day, and we're all here having a blast watching some great pool. And this is a world championship. We want to make sure that everybody has a good time. Big break here. Unfortunately, no ball down. So Kennedy going to be able to see the table here. And both these ladies struggling with the break a little bit. Good opening shot there by Kennedy. What a really nice shot there. And my apologies, guys. Just trying to get some things worked out. It looks like she's going to have to go airborne here.
Side pocket, 2-ball.
Oh, wow. I thought she was shooting for the 6 in the corner, but that was a beautiful shot for the 2-ball. Unfortunately, so difficult to make that jump shot into the side pocket. Both these ladies with a long list of achievements between the both of them. And Sofia says, "Oh, think I'm just going to play safe here." She's left the 6-ball on, but there's really no fortune for making the 6-ball. Nothing good can happen because of where that cue ball is sitting. And actually, she may not be able to see all of the 6-ball. Oh, no. Well, and this is what Sofia was wanting. She wants the opportunity to take ball in hand. And once again, I apologize, guys. Everything is now taken care of, and we are back to our regularly scheduled program. And I appreciate you guys bearing with me while we were taking care of that. And smart move there by Sofia. She takes the breakout. And now she just needs to work her way around the table. The 12 ball is going to be her key ball there. Yeah, guys, the future of women's pool is very, very bright, especially with all these junior players. Notable mention, the only American female left in the winner's side is the 13-year-old phenom, Jordan Helfrey. So hats off to her. Very tough field. She took out Bean Hung yesterday in a monster match. We'll get to see her in action a little bit later, I believe on table 3 or 4. This is a really nice play. I think Sofia would have liked to move just a little bit further. But she came out okay. This is ideal for the 8-ball spot. And now, after that very, very successful safety and the follow-up of ball in hand, She is now leading 2-1 in this race to 7. This is a B-side match. The winner advances. Unfortunately, the loser gets to spend the rest of their time in Green Bay on vacation. What a vacation it would be. It is Independence Day. I know that our play here today is a little bit shorter. Because they do have some stuff planned. Look at them matches going on around the arena. So much talent here. And a big one here. Wei from Taipei up 2-1 against the Roadrunner. Ashley Benoit. They call her Slash. She's up 2-1 over Caroline Powell. Bean Hung up 2-0 over Shin Mei Lu. LFR and the Grinder are tied up 1-1. And Soledad Ayala trailing 3-0 to Samiya Konishi. And here we go. Rack number 4. And again, these ladies not having fortune on the break this morning. We've seen 4 breaks. We've seen 4 that are dry. I'm wondering if the table conditions have changed just a little bit on this beautiful Olhausen table. This is the first time we've got to see this one, and it looks so good. It's a beautiful table, and from what I understand, it plays very well also. But I'm just wondering if the table conditions have changed, because yesterday we saw balls falling in off the break pretty often. And now, so far today, 4 breaks and all of them dry. I actually just got word there, but it seems as though that it's been raining up there all morning. Shout out to the production team for filling me in. That will definitely change the conditions of the table. Well, this is a little tricky here. The referee going to call timeout and get the 8 ball off of that rack. We are using the Tail Max rack. A wonderful template. Sofia here looking to use the bridge. And this is going to be a very thin cut. The one good thing about this is the natural angle will send her to the 1 ball like it just did. A tough miss there by Sofia. Had a good opportunity at the 7 ball, but just wasn't able to get it down. And she's broken out that 1 problem ball as well. Now, Kennedy's still got to deal with both the 12 and the 11. The 11 ball may go past the 7, but she's not going to have a whole pocket. So that's going to be one of those balls that she's really got to be careful on. She'll need to be on the left side of it. Oh, no. And that is very uncharacteristic. A little bit of a bobble there. These are 4.5-inch pockets, however. They do have a little bit of a shelf on them. And shot clock is being enforced. It is a 40-second shot clock with a 40-second extension per player. And if the match happens to go hill-hill, both players would receive an extra extension. That's two 40-second extensions in that hill-hill game. And that was the key right there. I think she was trying to move that 7, just the way she shot it with the cue ball control. If she didn't, she needed to roll just a little bit further for the 1. And feature table number 1 right here. And feature table number 2, both running those 40-second shot clocks. A really nice shot there. Good control by the pink dagger, Sofia Mast. And this is a big swing. A few mistakes there by smooth criminal Kennedy Meyman. Do me a favor, guys, as we see Sofia Mast take rack number 4. Now she is leading 3-1. Do me a favor, if you are watching on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. We are not too far away from a nice little milestone. We love to have you guys help us get there. Share the stream on your social media channels. And hit the subscribe button. Help us get there. We would greatly appreciate it. Once again, thank you for joining us. And here we see a little bit of a change of pace. No longer dry. This is a little bit of a tough rack here. Everything's got a pocket, but it's just the connection from ball to ball that's going to be important. You're either having to move the cue ball quite a bit or move it very little to hold your angles. And it can get just a little bit tricky if you're not careful. This shot in particular needs to control the cue ball. I'm no champion, but I think I would try and kill the cue ball just a little bit. And she's done well with that one. Depending on the angle that she has here, she may be able to shoot this 14 and roll towards the 10 ball. She's drawing for it, so I'm just wondering if she's trying to drift up in between that 5-6 so she can shoot the 10 ball down. And that is what she was trying. And unfortunately, when you drag towards that angle, that pocket can be very big, especially with the 6 ball sitting in front of it. Sofia Mast with ball in hand to go up 4-1.
Just a reminder, fans, please silence your phones so you don't disrupt the matches, especially if you're close to the tournament desk.
Really nice play here by Sofia. Her break not working the best, but it seems as though everything after the break is really working for Sofia. The pink dagger strikes again. 8 ball to the bottom right corner to go up 4-1. This young lady has such a bright future, both of them. And it looks as though the players are going to take their timeout. Players do have 1 5-minute timeout per match, and that is 1 for each player. So they are taking a break, and so will I. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, if you're watching on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. We would greatly appreciate it. And we'll be back in just a moment. And we are back. That was very, very quick. So first glance, it's a little bit messy. You've got troubles with the stripes for sure. The solids have their own issues as well. So this is going to be a little bit of a tough one. And as Sofia works through this rack, just catch you guys up from around the arena. Way up 3-1 over Savannah Easton. Nice breakout shot by Sofia there. Very nice. Just needs to do that a couple more times and she'll be good. Over on table 2, Ashley Benoit up 3-1 over Caroline Powell. April Larson up 3-1 over Lonnie Fox-Raymond. Bean Hung up 4-0 over Shinmei Liu. And Soledad Ayala trailing 4-1 to Samiya Konishi. Lots of action around the arena. Again, this is our 11 a.m. round. The 1 p.m. round will be our winner side matches. And lots of good action in that round. On this table here, you will be seeing Pia Filler up against Sosoa. Also, other big names in the A side: Christina Tkach, Margaret Befalova-Steyer, Jordan Helfrey, Cheska Centeno, Jasmine Ocean, and Kelly Fisher will be playing Christina Zlateva on table 2. Lots of big names. And the winners of that will advance straight to stage 2, which is a single elimination format. And while I'm over here blabbering, Sofia Mast playing very, very well on this tricky layout. She's going to have a tough one here because she's going to have to cut that 13 to the top left pocket. You just got to be careful with your cue ball there. Anywhere in the gap over there on the right side will put Sofia in a good spot. The cue ball is going to be running into the 5. And she's on the top rail. This actually isn't bad. Hold your nerve. Shoot the 15 ball. Your cue ball will likely run into the 3. And if it does, there's a good chance that you'll have an open shot on the 8 ball in the right side pocket. I think the one thing you don't want to do is glancing off that 15 and moving the 8 ball. I think that's what she was worried about. Kennedy Meyman has an opportunity here. And everything has a pocket. Everything is open. Her first shot is going to be a tester because it's either going to be a long shot on the 4 or a thin cut to the 1 in the side. Yeah, she's going to be shooting that 4 ball. Needs to squeeze in between the 5 and the 6 with good speed control. Very, very nice. Good shot here. Taking out the balls up top, and you can move down table. Me personally, I think I'm going to punch forward and try and get the cue ball off that rail and down to the middle of the table so I can shoot the 1 ball into the side pocket. I don't mind this play, though, because she played it a little bit softer so she didn't have to punch, so she didn't risk missing the ball. Anytime you're punching a ball into a pocket, the likelihood of it bobbling just from the pace of play is always higher than if you just roll it in. Good shot there. 1 in the side, 2 bottom left, 3 bottom right, and the 8 ball. It looks like Kennedy may be opting to just roll forward on this 1 ball. Don't want to leave too much angle on the 2. I think she should be okay. Just pull this back just a smidge. You can even stop it, really. Oh, wow. And this is tough. That little itty bitty touch there. I think it gave Sofia the shot. If that 2 ball does not touch the 15, I don't think it's available. But unfortunately for Kennedy, she's left it where Sofia could just slice it in. And what a turn of events. This should have been 4-2. It actually should have been 3-3, really. And here we are, Sofia putting the extension on, stretching across the table to go up 5-1. Wow. And this is the competition that we're in, guys. One very small mistake can change the entire portion of that match. And it has done so here. Needed to hold that ball. And she did hold the ball, unfortunately. Trying to hold it at that pace makes it a little bit tougher to make the ball. You see our referee staff, Mr. Dave Pearson, racking up the balls using the tail max rack. And something that always gets me with these young ladies is the blankness, I guess that's a word, blankness of emotion that a lot of them play with. You see Kennedy there in a chair. She's down 5-1, but if you didn't have the scoreline in front of you and you didn't know what had happened in the last couple racks, you might never know. Sofia coming to the table there. And we'll see if her break they're still having trouble on the break. Still having trouble on the break, and I think a lot of it has to do with that humidity, with the rain, the moisture. It all causes issues on this table, especially with new felt. May get a better idea. Both these young ladies using a head-on break and not breaking with a ton of pace, which for 8 ball, perfectly fine. You don't need to blast them. Generally, when you do, playing on this beautiful 9-foot Olhausen table, what's going to happen is all the balls are going to break out and they're going to all come back in. Luckily for us, we know it's not a racking issue as we are using that tail max rack template, keeping the balls touching, no gaps. Oh, nice little shot there. Leaves yourself the 5 ball. This is a big shot. She'd like to just drag over for the 3. There it is. Now she can actually take the 3 or the 4, whichever she prefers. I personally like the 3. Don't like having to cross the table back and forth for the 3 to the 1 or the 3 to the 7. I think she agrees. Beautiful shot there. I like this. Kennedy telling us exactly what she's going to do. She'll take the 7, followed by the 1 ball. And I believe she will use the 4 to the bottom left to get to the 8 ball to the bottom right. Needs this game to stay in it. You don't want Sofia on the hill. Uh-oh. Okay, judging by the way she's looking at it, she didn't hook herself. It was pretty close, though. Gotta say, I would have liked to have been up just a little bit further. Make the ball. Be mindful of the cue ball. And she's done just that. Kennedy Meyman not taking no for an answer. She's still in this. She knows it. Nice shot there. 8 ball goes down. And Kennedy slashes that lead back to 3 games. We'll see if Kennedy can manage to get a ball in the break. I'm just wondering if she's going to change that break. But meanwhile, let's take a look around the arena. Savannah Easton gaining a game on Weiwei. Ashley Benoit continuing her lead over Caroline Powell. Chihiro Kawahara up 5-1 over Maria Garcia. Lonnie Raymond trailing April Larson 5-1. Being Hung, a perfect match so far against Shinmei Liu. Samiya Konishi up 4-2 over Soledad Ayala. And Sarah Rocha with a perfect match as well against Wan Li Wang. Once again, thank you guys for hanging out with us. We appreciate you guys. Do me a favor, if you haven't already hit that subscribe button, if you're watching on YouTube, it's just there underneath the video. You should have the little bell. Go ahead and do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. if you haven't already. We would greatly appreciate it. And a little bit more power on the break here from Kennedy, but no ball down. And unfortunately, the stripes look really well. If you're a Kennedy fan, this rack might not go over so well for you. And really, the solids don't look bad either. It's just having an opening shot. I'd much rather shoot the 9 ball than I would the 4. But she recognizes that the solids may be an easier out, so she's going to attempt the 4, and it's going to work out for her. Does she have a follow-up shot? I think she does in the 3 ball, but man, that's your cue ball's on the rail, the 3's up top. I mean, this is just not a fun situation right now. The 6 and the 2 do have pockets, as well as the orange 5. All the balls at the top have a makeable pocket. It's all about execution right here. She's hit that pretty well. If I'm in this position, it's a little bit of a risk, but I think I'm going to draw back to the side rail and back out to leave myself the 6 for one reason and one reason only. And that's because if I take out the 6 and I keep the cue ball on that side of the table, I'll be able to take out the 5 next. She may be able to see the 6 ball from here, actually. Yes, she can. It looks like she might be using a rolling ball trying to get to that 7. And she's come out okay because she's got the 2 off the 9 in the side. She's played that really well. So she's left herself an angle to where she can shoot the 7 ball and pull just across the table. Oh yeah, really nice shot there by Sofia. And just a couple shots away. Don't think the 8 ball goes in the bottom left past the 11. So I think she's just going to draw back a little bit and take it to the... Oh, wow. Show off the stroke, Sofia. I love it. 8 ball, top left corner to get to the hill. Well, I can promise you this, guys. Watching players like Sofia play shots like that, I will be wrong every day of the week and be just fine with it because she played that absolutely phenomenal. That was a really nice out from the beginning all the way to the 8 ball shot. I don't mind being wrong. Sofia on the hill, and she is breaking. Samantha Easton now even with Wei Wei. Best thing about digital pool, if you go on there and you are watching the brackets like I do, I'm not ashamed at all to say that I have so many different windows open on my computer right here. And it's solely for the fact that I can follow along all of these matches at the same time, because the brackets and the score update in live real time. And looky there, Sofia makes one on the break. Beautiful, beautiful draw stroke there. Not sure she got exactly where she wanted to be, but I think it'll work. All about execution at this point, because all the balls have a pocket. And to quote another person who had an affinity for the color pink, in my opinion, Sofia is the excellence of execution. Really hitting the ball well. And here it is. She might not be Bret the Hitman Hart, but she is the Pink Dagger. And she has executed this very, very well. Sofia Mast will be moving on after this 8-ball goes down, and there it is. What a match. What a showing for Sofia Mast, and hats off to Kennedy Meyman. Simply didn't get the best of it today, but we know she is a really, really good player, and we will definitely see her in the future. Sofia Mast moving on, and we will be too. Guys, we have another round starting in just about 45 minutes. And look at this, real quick. Happy 4th of July. Happy Independence Day. And Peach Hour Cues has some new cues available. Look at those. Beautiful for 4th of July. And I'm digging it. I'm going to have to go check out their website. But once again, thank you guys so much for joining us, and I appreciate you guys hanging out. And I will see you guys at the 1 o'clock round. It is Pia Filler, and Soa. My name is Stephen Wyatt, and you have been watching the WPBA World 8-Ball Championships. We will be back soon.